Manitoba Crop Alliance, tonight we are doing meal-worthy salads, and I want to just start everything by saying that the texture in that last salad that we just made, the sweet curry barley salad, that it was so fantastic. It almost tastes like, not taste, but the texture is like pasta. So it was really soft and lovely, and so I just wanted to say that you've got to try this recipe. If you haven't cooked barley yet, this is a good time to give it a go. So now we're on to balsamic, fig, and barley grain bowl with crunchy seeds. Now we have I love when there's a lot of bowls to start things off because we know there's going to be a lot of action. So where do we get started?
Yeah, we're going to start off with that crunchy seed topping.
Okay.
Here we have 1 egg white in our bowl.
Okay,
we'll just whisk that to loosen the proteins a bit.
We got to give another shout out to Countryside Farms Free Run Vita Eggs, showing up again tonight in this amazing recipe.
And then we'll just whisk in some brown sugar and salt. Nice sweet and salty combo. And then we'll add in the seeds. We have sunflower seeds.
There they are again. Yep. Yeah.
And whole flax seeds.
All right.
So part of what makes this a meal-worthy salad are these seeds. Since they share many of the same nutrients with meat, such as protein, iron, zinc, vitamins, minerals, you name it.
You just can't go wrong, really. And yeah, that little fact that you shared in the last recipe that we made with the sunflower seeds being like a prairie, like from here, essentially.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why we grow it so well.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
And then you'll just put it on a parchment-lined baking sheet. Spread it out nice and thinly. Just like that. Don't have to obsess over it. And then we'll bake it in our preheated oven at 300 degrees Fahrenheit.
Fire that in there.
For 25 minutes.
And of course, I learned a little bit about the recipes that we're going to be making on the show. But for some reason, I didn't realize it was going to come out as like a cake type. Well, like, how would you describe that? It's
a
like
bark?
Yeah, exactly. So that's
brittle.
That's really kind of awesome. So, all right, so that's that step, and now you're going to build the dressing, correct?
Yes. While I build the dressing, I'll get you to break this up. This has already been baked and cooled, just into bite-sized pieces.
Okay. Okay. Ooh, yeah, it's kind of got that bit of sticky. That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah. Are you making this mistake? In order to reap the full benefit of the omega-3 fatty acids found in flax seeds, you need to do either one of two things: grind the seeds or toast them. Doing either of these will break down the outer shell, allowing your body to utilize what's inside. So we have some plain yogurt here for our balsamic dressing, a bit of honey.
Yeah, so again, that little bit of sweet, little bit of salty, all the flavors that go in between.
Need some balsamic, of course.
I mean, anything with balsamic, also a win, right?
Garlic and salt.
I don't want to get so focused on this that I'm kind of missing what you're doing over there.
So whisk those ingredients together first, and then to create a better emulsion, which means just to create something that's not going to separate into layers quite as easily, then if you drizzle it in a nice stream, it helps to come together.
I can smell that from here. That balsamic just pops, right? I can see kids having a lot of fun doing this. You know what I mean? Like,
I was going to say that.
involved.
Yeah, if you have kids, this is a fun step to get them involved in the kitchen.
Yeah, which is it's so important, right? Like, it's good to get them involved. Okay, you're done that. I'm still working on this.
Great. Okay, and like I promised, we are going to make a mason jar salad. So this is where you can make several of these over the weekend, and then they stay fresh in the fridge, and you can grab them for a nice, convenient lunch throughout the week.
It's like Monday salad, Tuesday salad, yeah. And you could, I guess, because the thing I thought when I saw this was you could take it to work with you, but so anyway, I'll let you kind of do the whole thing, and then, it'll make more sense.
But the key to keeping them fresh in the fridge is the order that you stack this.
Okay.
So you're going to start with your dressing.
Number one. Okay.
Number 2, we have the barley.
Okay, so I think I see where this is going. It's like you're trying to get the barley to absorb that dressing. Yeah.
And then if you have a nice barrier between the dressing and the veggies, then they won't go soggy.
By the way, for doing that, like even attempting that and not having it go all over the place.
And here I have some nice salty cheese. This is an old white cheddar.
Okay.
And dried figs.
Yeah.
These are one of my favorite things.
Like I'll say that there's a couple things in here that I never would have imagined kind of putting together, like figs and old cheddar, maybe necessarily, but.
This salad is like a texture and flavor hurricane in the best way possible. It really all comes together, but there's a lot going on. And then we have the cucumbers, a little bit of a bite with the red onion. And while I get the field greens in here, can you grab some of those crunchy toppings?
Yes, I can.
Right.
Well, I think I may have made them a bit too big, but let's see what happens.
All right.
Okay, so just put those on top. Okay.
And then this is the point where you would keep it in the fridge and then grab and go. And doesn't it look pretty?
It looks really, yes, and I'm imagining them all lined up, all prettily in your fridge, and yeah. But again, like I guess, so you wouldn't eat it out of there. I mean, you could, but it'd be nice to put it on a bowl.
Yeah, it would be hard. So we are going to destroy our work of art.
Okay, let's do it.
And then once you get to work, you just, very easily dump it on dump it on a bowl or a plate.
Oh yeah.
And then it
I get it.
Comes together.
That is spectacular. That's spectacular. Okay, there you go. And so you're going to have 4 of them. This recipe makes 4, and so you'll have 4 jars in your fridge. But you'd want to eat them probably within the 4 days. You wouldn't want them like parked there for too much longer than
Not for too much longer than that.
Looks spectacular. Again, like always, like so many different things happening, and I love how you bring different ingredients together and just to make the meal just sing. So there you have it: balsamic fig and barley grain bowl with crunchy seeds that came out like a bark. You got to give this a try. So speaking of ingredients, they all tell a story, and we're always excited to bring you the folks who produce these ingredients, who make these ingredients that we use every week on the show, produced on the prairies when we come back here on Great Taste.